We have new music acts coming through the 207 studio all the time, but we don't always get to show you what they're like out in the wild.
David Guildford went on assignment to show us a band that can barely be contained by four walls. Hey, David.
Hello. This band actually got their first professional gig by pretending they were already an established act. Fake it till you make it, as they say. Now, 4 years in, they're on a seemingly endless tour, working hard to make their dreams come true, and we were along for the ride.
Come on, bring it in. Let's go.
Sometimes a sound catches your ear that you haven't heard before. Like on this Friday night at this dimly lit bar in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. This is the Rigometrics. It's only 3 guys on a stage, but it's hard to compare them to another band.
Well, if you ask ChatGPT, we did the other day, it was something like genre
warping, power of classic rock with the groove of funk, soul of blues, and the polish of modern pop.
Derek plays drums. Joey shreds guitar. And Keenan is the bouncing energy that keeps it all moving. His keys act as the bass, and his voice pierces through the crowd. They do warp genres and blur lines.
Do you believe in life after love? We just want to see you shake that.
Like when they covered that timeless 2011 classic party rock anthem. And naturally transitioned to Led Zeppelin, with Keenan doing his best Robert Plant. Keenan grew up with Joey in Mid-Coast, Maine. Then Keenan met Derek in college. Their first gig was their own graduation party. Then, on summer vacation, they convinced a bar owner they were on tour and got on stage. Now, 4 years later, they play 4 nights a week in clubs, bars, and still backyards. If this looks like a fun way for 3 friends to make a living, you'd be right.
If you're in a room, there's a couple hundred people, and you win them over, and it's an infectious energy. Like if they're giving you this energy, you can't not reciprocate and do that exact same thing. And it's just like this really cool, like real-time symbiotic relationship with your energies between you and the crowd.
Being a touring band has its perks, and making your own sound is rewarding. But for every room they've won over, there are challenges getting there in the first place. Ahead of this show, their day started 18 miles from the venue at Southern Maine Truck and Equipment Repair, picking up their bus after it broke down. They bought it at auction for $600. And they've used it to travel to gigs all along the eastern seaboard, 113 shows last year alone. It's convenient until something inevitably breaks. And they had just chosen to fix the bus instead of sending new music out to be mastered.
I think the margins are kind of tight, but it's also like we're kind of putting that on ourselves. If something really good happens with this is like obviously a much bigger payoff than one of us working like part-time.
But nights like these remind them why they keep playing. They have plenty of room to grow, with a loyal following already in New England.
He's got a voice like I've not heard anywhere. and they're just fun and hip.
The only thing you do know is it's not going to work out if you stop.
The Rigometrics just released a new single this week, and they play the Portland House of Music this Friday at 7 p.m. And at last check, some tickets were still available earlier this afternoon.
They're fun. And he really does sound like Robert Plant. Like, I'm very impressed.
If you're just walking by, because they play some bars, if you're just walking by, the sound, it hits you. The voice, the guitar, the drums, they act like they've been friends for a while. The synergy is there.
Yeah, good stuff.
Shows. Thanks, David.